How was your dinner? Just as good as lunch, by the looks of it. Why haven't they been in to clear this up yet? Lachie, don't you dare push me away. I know this is awful for you, but it's awful for me as well, okay? Look, just don't give up on us, Lachie, okay? Because we're not going to give up on you, so I won't let you. I'm sorry, I know it's not your fault. Do you know what I wish for right now? I want to be at our home in the kitchen, washing up after dinner. You know, I know it's just a little thing, but that's just what I want right
I'm afraid you'll have to go now. We have to settle everyone down for the night.
Couldn't I just stay?
Rather you didn't. It's not hospital policy.
I have to go. I'll be back tomorrow, though. It was so nice being able to hold him last night, you know? I haven't been able to do that since he first went into hospital. It just made me feel like I was part of him again.
Oh, God, it seems like months ago now, doesn't it?
Yeah. You know, I know it's going to take a while for everything to get back to normal, but I've got this feeling that it is. You know, I can feel it here.
Well, love, if you both want it enough, I'm sure it will.
Yeah, I want it, Irene. You know, I want it more than I've ever wanted anything in my whole life.
Then it'll happen, love. I know it will.
Mm-hmm. What are you doing?
These muscles need to be kept moving. I've spoken to the physio. We've agreed it should be done regularly.
Well, I would be able to do it if somebody actually showed me how to.
Well, it's rather a specialized job. Why don't you just sit down there and relax? You spend so much time here, you must be exhausted. We've arranged for his transfer to Queen Mary's, by the way. Did they tell you?
No, they haven't.
Peter and I were able to pull a few strings. It's one of the best units in the country. So you see, you really have nothing to worry about. We have everything under control. Don't we, darling?
Alf and Alistair are bringing Olivia in to see you today because she's missed you heaps and heaps and heaps. How do you feel after the exercises? Do you feel a bit better? Maybe today the physio can show me how to do them with you.
Here you go, darling.
What did Rebecca want?
Apparently, Don wants me to go in for an interview this Savo.
Irene, that's excellent.
Yeah, well, it remains to be seen whether or not I can worm my way through this one.
Okay, just be positive. Just like we do.
Listen, darling, you going to be, okay if I have to leave here a bit earlier this Savo?
Oh, yeah, I'll be fine. I really appreciate you staying here with me this long. No, especially since you know who turned up.
Hey, you're more than a match for her, all right?
Yeah, I'll keep telling you. What's the matter? What can I do? Do you want me to massage it? Yeah. How's that?
Oh, not like that, you silly girl. It's movement he needs.
Come on, love, let's go for a walk. Come on. Don't let her get to
Oh,
you.
I can't help it, Irene. Look, you know, just when I think I've got it worked out, she comes in, she says something or just does something that just makes me feel so small and stupid, just like I don't even exist. I can't compete with her.
Love, you don't have to compete with her, for God's sake. You're the mother of Lachie's child, all right? And no matter how hard she tries, she can't change that. There's only something you and him can share. Now, love, promise me you'll remember that next time she gets your goat. Do you promise?
Yeah, I promise.
Hello, Diana.
G'day.
Oh, Mr. and Mrs. Stewart. I didn't expect to see you here today.
No, we were going to call in on Sunday, but we managed to get one of our part-timers to look after the diners, so...
Look who's here. Say hi to Daddy, he's missed you. He's missed you.
How's it going, Lachie? Good to see you again, mate.
Yes, you're looking a lot better than you were last time we saw you, isn't he, Al?
Oh, yeah, any fitter he'd be chasing those pretty young nurses round the corridors out there. I'd watch him if I was you, Chloe. But you can't be too careful.
Chloe, darling, I know your intentions are good, but I have to tell you this is very stressful for Lachlan. Please speak.
Excuse me, Diana. Could I have a word?
Now?
Yes, now, if you don't mind. Can you just lay off them two kids? Whether you like it or not, Diana, they're as good as man and wife, and you've got no business coming between them.
I beg your pardon?
They're a family, and it's about time you stop sticking your bib in matters that concern them and only them.
In case you hadn't realized, that boy lying in there, barely able to move, is my son. I happen to be a doctor. And I want to make it clear to you, or anyone else who feels they have a stake in his future, that I will do everything in my power to help him.
Well, I'm not saying you shouldn't. I'm just asking you to remember that Chloe loves that boy as much as you do. Look, I have seen you try and drive a wedge through him before, and I'm telling you, I'm not going to stand by and watch it happen again.
Just who do you think you are?
Well, I'm not some interfering old busybody who doesn't know when to pull her head in.
That, as it happens, is a matter of opinion. Last time you stuck your nose into my family's business, you succeeded in alienating me from my son. I warn you, I'm not going to let that happen a second time.
I've already fixed his pillows, Diana. Why do you have to keep changing everything?
Because he looks uncomfortable, that's why.
They showed me how to do it all.
I'm surprised you had so much trouble getting it right.
Oh, what's the matter, darling? Do you want your mum,
She can't be hungry again already, can she?
Better believe it. Come on, greedy guts. Oh, my God, what happened?
Oh, what is it? What's wrong?
She's got a bruise.
Oh, that's nothing.
It's a bruise.
Oh, babies bruise very easily. She probably just turned over on a toy or something.
Heaven save us from new mothers. Darling, if you're going to push the panic button every time she gets a tiny scratch or bruise, nobody's going to get any peace.
Sorry, I didn't mean that.
Oh, don't worry, love.
I better go to bed.
Chloe, this place isn't doing you any good, love.
I can't leave, Alice. He needs me.
Not in the state you're in at the moment, he doesn't. You won't be helping him at all. And you certainly won't be any use to little Olivia if you keep driving yourself into the ground like this. You need to get away from the place, spend a few nights in your own bed. Now, look, I tell you what, Alf and I have got a few more things to do in town. Why don't you give Olivia a quick feed and we'll take her with us, and then I'll come back, pick you up, and we'll take you home, I've got a fair idea of what's going on in there, Chloe. If you let your own health slip, you'll be handing it to her on a plate.
Yeah, okay. What? What do you want? Come on. Oh, Lachie, I just wish you could just tell me what you want. What do you want?
A drink. I'm thirsty. I just want a drink.
Oh, don't worry, okay? I'm here. We'll work it out.
What's wrong?
He's trying to tell me something.
He wants a drink. What? Oh, for heaven's sakes, Chloe, look at his lips, look at his tongue. Trust me, darling, I know my own son.
Drink, is that what you're trying to say?
Good thing I came back when I did, isn't it?
That's good. Okay, I think we better leave it there for today. We don't want to tire him out. You're a fast learner, Chloe. You'll be able to do this on your own in no time.
Of course, amateur home care is no substitute for real professional treatment, is it?
Oh, well, there are arguments for both. I think you showed a lot of progress today, don't you? Oh, well, it's a bit hard for me. I only see him for a short time. You're a lot closer to him. Well, I definitely noticed an improvement. Well, let's hope you're right. See you tomorrow, Lachie.
Chloe, before you go, I think we need to have a word.
What about?
About that display you turned on before.
What do you mean, display?
When you're trying to browbeat that poor woman saying that Lachie was improving.
Oh, I wasn't trying to browbeat her. And I happen to think that Lachie is improving.
Well, if that's the case, that simply proves how little a grasp you have on the reality of the situation. Darling, Lachie is not going to make the sort of progress you're hoping for. You've got to come to terms with that.
I have.
What you see in there is very much the way it's going to be from now on. He's not going to get better next week. Not even next month. We'll probably never have the old Lachie back again.
I know. Look, I understand all that, okay? And I know that when I take him home, he's going to need a lot of looking after.
Take him home? Are you mad? Darling, you talk grandly about taking him home, nursing him. As if you understood what that meant, but you don't. You still have some romantic idea that if you love him enough, he will get better. He won't, Chloe. Don't throw away your own brilliant career prospects on a silly delusion.
You might be prepared to give up on him, but I'm not.
I'm not giving up on him, Chloe. He is my son, and I love him as much now as I ever did. Do you think you'll be able to say that in a couple of years? Uncle Frank sent his regards, by the way. He'll be down to see you as soon as he can, but he is not feeling too well himself. And he is having problems with your cousin Brian. The things that boy gets up to. Guys, Frank and Janet, I'd have him out in his ear years ago. Still, I suppose it's different when it's your own child.
Sorry I took so long.
Chloe, I'm sorry if I upset you.
You wouldn't believe it. One of the cleaning ladies used to know Dad when he owned his workshop.
Believe it or not, what I said was for your own good, Chloe.
These are from Donald and Marilyn, and I said them.
I am speaking to you. Please do not ignore me.
Yeah, I've heard everything you have to say, okay? And to tell you the truth, I'm sick of hearing it. So could I just have a break from it for like 5 minutes, please?
Can we sweep it under the carpet, do you mean?
No! Don't you just get it? I know what I'm doing.
I think you proved today from what you said that you don't. I am sorry, but this is far too important.
I'm sorry.
Darling, I'm sorry. We both just want what's best for you.
I'm so sorry. Babe, I'm so sorry. But I've tried to get on with her. Just like everything I do is wrong, you know? She doesn't make any attempt, and it's even worse than it ever was before. You know, before this happened. She hates me because she thinks that I've taken you away from her. And I know you probably just think that I'm being paranoid. Like I've been bottling it in for your sake because I know that she's your mum, but I just can't take it anymore.
Thank you. Thought you could use a coffee.
Thank you.
This is a difficult time for all of us. We're all under stress. Sometimes it makes us behave in ways that we would regret if we thought about it more clearly. I know I've been hard on you, Chloe, and I'm sorry. Friends?
is he?
Dr. Fraser, he's been transferred.
What do you mean he's been transferred? Where to?
To Queen Mary's, the rehab hospital.
Since when?
This morning.
Why hasn't anybody told me about this?
Well, I'm sorry. I thought his mother would have told you. She arranged it all.
You're doing wonderfully well, darling. Isn't he?
The main thing is to try and keep positive. Anyway, that's probably enough for today.
Already?
We don't want him to get too tired or frustrated. I'll get someone to help you back to your room. See you tomorrow.
No, you mustn't worry, darling. Everyone here is going to do everything they can to try and help you get better.
Where's...
Chloe? She'll be here shortly. I know it's hard, my darling, but try not to get too frustrated. It's just a matter of time, that's all. Just a matter of time.
How long?
I can't answer that, darling. All I know is no matter how long it takes, I'll be here for you.
Lachie, wake him. And he just got to sleep. How dare you? How dare you move him like that?
Well, it was all done in rather a hurry, I'm afraid. Once a bed becomes available, just have to grab it.
You didn't even have the decency to call me.
Look, if you can't keep your voice down, I think we really should continue this conversation outside. Now, what seems to be the problem?
You know damn well what the problem is. How do you think I felt when I went to visit Lachie and found his bed empty?
My dear, I hope you didn't think the worst.
I didn't know what to think.
Well, I'm sure that when you've had time to reflect, you'll realize that this is the best possible place for Lachie.
I've never said that it isn't. It's the fact that you moved him in here without even asking me.
Oh, darling, why should I do that? It was a medical decision. And surely you will concede that I am better qualified than you are in that respect.
That's not the point, and you know it.
Oh, I see. You still think that you have some legal right over my son because you happen to live with him for a couple of months. Really, Chloe, I thought I'd made myself very clear on that point.
Oh, you can be as clear as you want.
My dear, if you're thinking of challenging me on this, I suggest you consult a solicitor. I did.
Can you tell me what this is?
You right.
Try not to get frustrated, Lachlan. Just take your time.
What about this?
Tells time.
Now, what about this one?
It's a book.
They're never going to accept that. Look, it looks nothing like that.
Hang on.
No, don't worry about it. It's pointless, okay? Look, we're just going to have to work something else out. What about your ATM card, your PIN number? Can you remember your PIN number?
Four.
Yeah. It's got 4 numbers. Please, Lachie, you've got to try.
do you want? May I come in? It's quite a long drive. I won't take up too much of your time.
Thanks, I'd appreciate that.
I realize that you are in a difficult position at the moment. Financially, I mean.
I'll manage.
I don't see how. You've obviously got no money.
I can apply to the courts for maintenance.
Yes, you can. Or you can accept financial help from me.
No thanks.
I'm prepared to make you a very good offer.
I'm sure you are.
Do you want to hear it or not?
Oh, I'm breathless with anticipation.
Oh, please, don't be sarcastic, Chloe. I am prepared to arrange for you to be paid an allowance for the next 3 years.
In return for what? Your grandchild? No, I don't think so.
By which time you should have finished university and be ready to take a job. Obviously, Olivia will still get maintenance until she has finished her schooling.
Oh, so you're not thinking of asking for our firstborn? So what's the catch then, Diana? Tell me, what do you get out of all of this?
My son.
What?
I want to take Lachlan away from here.
What do you mean, take him away?
I am not satisfied with the treatment he is getting here. I want to take him overseas.
Forget it.
I'm not asking. Now, you be realistic, Chloe. How on earth are you going to cope with a young daughter, your studies, and a husband who is an invalid? You think that's what Lachlan wants? To be a burden to you?
Lachie will never be a burden to me. How can you even say that?
I'm looking at it from his point of view.
The only point of view you are ever interested in is your own. You don't want to take him away to further his treatment. You just want to get him away from me.
I'm only interested in what is best for my son. If you could put aside your feelings for me for 1 minute, you would realize that. There is a clinic in the States which specializes in this sort of treatment. I've already made inquiries. They are quite willing to take Lachlan.
And what can they do in America that they can't do here?
Oh, Chloe, if there was somewhere comparable in Australia, believe me, I would take Lachlan there, but there isn't. Think about it, will you? I would like your cooperation when the time comes, for Lachlan's sake.
Hey,
Hi. Got something for you.
what's this?
$2,300. Please, don't ask.
Where did this come from?
The bank.
What?
Well, it wasn't that difficult. I had all the stuff with me.
You what?
You need that money, Chloe. Lachie wants you to have it. There was no other way.
Joey, you're such an idiot. You can get into serious trouble from this.
Yeah, I know, but... Well, I thought it was worth the risk. I thought you were worth the risk.
Joey, I can't keep it. You're going to have to put it back.
Chloe, please.
What if Diana found out?
She's not going to. Look, you need this money. And what's more, you're entitled to it. What do you think Lachie would say?
He'd want me to keep it. What you doing?
Puzzle.
Can I help?
Fine.
Lachie, Joey helped me get some money out of your account.
Good.
What he did was illegal.
Choice.
You know, I wanted him to take it back, but...
Ask Mum.
What?
If you need
Money?
money, ask Mum.
Yeah, all right. Don said that he's going to try and pop in and see you tomorrow. And Irene, of course, naturally. Oh, and Marilyn gave me a bunch of magazines to give to you, but, well, they weren't quite your style, so I left them at home. And Alf and Elsa send their love as well. You know, Elsa has just been wonderful with Olivia. wouldn't have been able to cope without her.
And... Jessie?
I know he's had a bit of trouble getting Rachel minded. But don't worry, he's called heaps. He'll come as soon as he can.
I'd have thought you would have been over to see Lachie by now.
Yeah, I've just been having a few hassles.
Well, I think I could definitely do with a cup of coffee as well. I'm gonna get one from the canteen. Will you be okay for 5? Dr. Ellsworth. Dr. Ellsworth.
How's your afternoon tea?
Nurse?
Is everything all right?
Doctor?
That's right. Not a doctor of medicine like you. He's a PhD. He used to teach at the university.
Sorry I took so long. You haven't drunk your coffee yet. It's gonna go cold. What's up? Do you want me to get you another one?
That...
Dr. Webster.
Oh, hello.
Hi, have you got a moment?
Yeah, sure.
I just want to know when I'll be able to take Lachie home. He's getting very depressed in here and he needs to be with his friends and family.
I'm sure you're right, but he will have some good days and some bad days, I'm afraid.
So how long will he have to be in here?
Well, that's difficult to say at this stage, but we'll talk about this in the family conference.
And if you were at home?
Well, if he were at home, he'd still need some speech therapy and physiotherapy. It'd also require a greater degree of mobility. Look, I know you're anxious to have Lachlan home, but he'll have a better outcome if he's with us for more therapy.
Dr. Webster's right, Chloe.
Oh, hello, Diana.
Dear, look, I'm glad you're here. You're familiar with the Brain Trauma Institute in the States, aren't you?
Yes.
And you would agree it is the finest clinic in the world for the treatment of brain trauma?
Well, they've had some good results.
There you go, Chloe. If you can't accept it from me, maybe you can from an impartial observer. Taking Lachlan home now would be a mistake. For both of you.